Welcome to the Enatega API documentation. In this video, I will show you how to run your backend API. First of all, open the API code in VS Code or any of your favorite code editor. Now, the first step is to make sure you have Docker installed on your machine. Go to docker.com and install the stable version of Docker according to your machine. After Docker setup, you need to configure the environment variables. Modify the .env file with your credentials. So let's suppose if you do not find a env file. If you do not find .env file, create one in the root directory. .env. And paste the following credentials into the .env file. Go to example env, copy the following credentials and paste it in .env file. Here, first thing is port, the port number on which the server will run. The second thing is connection string. This variable contains the connection string for your MongoDB database. You will find the detailed video of how to create the MongoDB database connection string and how to create the MongoDB database in our documentation. The next thing is reset password link, leave it as it is. The next thing is server URL for your server. Initially paste your local server URL and later when you deploy your server in any cloud platform, replace it with your live server link as we did here. The next thing is Stripe webhook endpoint secret. This variable is used for Stripe payment verification. Again, you will find the detailed video of how to create the Stripe payment and how to create the Stripe secret keys in our documentation. The next thing is dashboard URL for your dashboard, web URL for the web application, order detail web URL, leave it as it is. Node dev and node environment. So if you want to use node environment as a development or as a production, so changes accordingly. The last thing is SendGrid API key. Enter your SendGrid API key if you want to use SendGrid for sending emails. Otherwise leave it as it is. So by default we use node mailer to send our emails. Okay, after completing .env file, last step is you need to add your own service account key.json file. So for this, go to Firebase, go to console.firebase.google.com or select one of your project. If you do not have any project yet, just create one. So go to your project, navigate to project setting, go to service accounts, and click on generate new private key. So the new service account key.json is downloaded, just replace it with the file which we have in our project, or just copy this file and paste here. Okay. After completing the setup steps, you can start using your backend API. Simply run Docker and your API will be up and running, ready to serve your application. Open your terminal and run the following command to start your API. Docker compose up dash build. Docker compose up dash build and hit enter. Okay, as you see, your server is ready at localhost 8001/GraphQL and WebSocket localhost 8001 GraphQL. So, paste your server URLs in web admin or app or any of application where you want to use this backend API, and you are ready to go. Thank you so much.